Good morning, students. So today we are here to start with the lecture number 7 of kinetic theory of gases. Now, in today's class, lecture number 7, we are going to discuss what do we know as degree of freedom. Degree of freedom. Okay. So degree of freedom means nothing but what? I told you in how many possibility ways a molecule can move, correct no? Okay. So definition of degree of freedom goes in this manner. Degree of freedom is nothing but a number of coordinates, required to describe position and configuration of molecules. Clear? So number of coordinates required to describe position and configuration of a system is known as what? Degree of freedom. So formula for degree of freedom goes in this manner: F is equal to 3n minus k, where n is nothing but number of atoms, okay, and k is nothing but what? Common coordinate. Okay. So now, what do we mean by monoatomic gas, diatomic gas, okay, as well as triatomic gas? Listen, if any particle is moving along a straight line, okay, its degree of freedom is nothing but what? 1. Okay, only it is moving in a straight line means. If it is moving in plane means its degree of freedom value will be equal to what? 2. Clear? Best example for this is nothing but an ant which is moving in a straight line. Okay, clear? Best example for second degree of freedom is nothing but what? A projectile motion. In projectile motion, what will happen? Basically, we require 2 axes, 2 coordinates to describe a position of projectile. Clear? Can you able to see? This is nothing but ant I had written here. This is nothing but what? A projectile. Okay. This is ant. This is nothing but what? Best example, projectile. Okay. If any bird is flying in a space means, okay, in 3-dimensional space means, okay, its degree of freedom value will be how much? 3. Okay. So you should have to remember in 1 mark if they are asking means you should have to write all these things. Okay. Now, how we are going to calculate degree of freedom in terms of energy? So I had told you, okay, while discussing was going in thermodynamics basically. Okay. Same concepts once again we will be discussing here. I hope in lecture number 3 we had discussed in thermodynamics, and the same values we are going to discuss here now. Okay. Now imagine that we are having a system, okay, particle, and let us suppose this particle is in space. This particle is in space. If it is in space means it will be having what? 3 degree of freedom. Clear? Now, again 3 degree of freedom, it will be having 3 types of motion. 3 types of motion. One is straight line, okay, basically 1D. That means it can move in a straight line, that can be treated as what? Translatory motion. Okay. Or its center of mass may rotate like this. This is nothing but what? A rotatory motion. and next comes what? A vibration motion. In this manner, along its mean position, it will be vibrating. This is as vibrating motion. And always remember, this vibratory motion we are going to get only at high temperatures. If temperature is high means, okay, that atom will start what? Vibrating. Now, at normal temperature we will be having translatory as well as rotatory. Only for high temperature this will add up basically. Clear? So at normal temperature, what equation we can write? Yes, which kind of equation we can write? So U is equal to basically for translatory motion means kinetic energy half mv square. Okay, for rotatory motion means half I omega square. Clear? Along xyz axis, if I want to write means how we can write? U is equal to half m vx square plus half m vy square plus half m vz square plus half I omega x square plus half I omega y square plus half I omega z square. Clear? Now, in case of monoatomic gas molecule, so in monoatomic gas molecule, what will happen? It will be not vibrating. That's why these three terms will vanish. Only three terms will remain. Degree of freedom will be how much? 3. In case of, this is for monoatomic. Okay. In case of diatomic, what will happen? This three terms will be there because basically diatomic molecule will be in this manner. Okay. This molecule may move in x-axis, y-axis or z-axis towards you, and it may rotate along z-axis, it may rotate in this manner along y-axis, but it won't rotate along x-axis because positions are not changing here. These two objects are at rest. That means this molecule as well as this one, this atom as well as this atom, this basically molecule treated as what? A rest. That's why omega x value will be equal to what? A 0 here. Okay, basically it will be not 0, but I is nothing but what? Mr square. R value will be less value. That's why what we can write, a degree of freedom in case of diatomic gas. Degree of freedom for diatomic gas. Already the things which we had discussed in thermodynamics, same things only. We are just revising. This is for diatomic. Clear? Next one. So next we are having what do we know as a law of equipartition of energy. Shall I erase this one? If you want to note down means you can note down, otherwise I will be erasing now. Okay? Okay. So law of equipartition of energy. So what is the statement of law of equipartition of energy means? Imagine that we are having a molecule. Okay, we are having one molecule over here, and let us suppose it is having the total energy of 90 joules, and its degree of freedom is, let us suppose this is monoatomic, degree of freedom value will be equal to 3. For each part, equal energy will be distributed. That means 30, 30, 30. For 1 degree of freedom 30, second degree of freedom 30, third degree of freedom 30. So this is nothing but what? A law of equipartition of energy. But how to define this law of equipartition of energy now? So total energy of the system, so what we will be having as a total energy of system. Total energy of the system is equally distributed among It's various degrees of freedom. It's various degree of freedom. And for each degree of freedom, value will be half kBT or half kT, where kB or k is nothing but what? A Boltzmann constant. Half kT. This is nothing but what? A Boltzmann constant. Clear? Total energy of the system is equally distributed among various degrees of freedom, among its various degrees of, two times I had written here, its various degree of freedom, and each degree of freedom value will be how much? How much distributed? For 1 degree of freedom means half kT value will be distributed. Now, expression for this law of equipartition of energy. Listen. U, that means not U, internal energy, total energy, U is nothing but half kT. Okay, in our study material we had given kBT, but don't worry, I'll be writing half kT. Okay, if you want you can write kB, if you don't want you can write k, but this kB or k stands for what? Boltzmann constant. U is equal to half kT. For any degree of freedom, value will be F. So what I can write here means, this is for any atomicity, or you can treat it as for any F value. This is the condition, and this is for only one molecule. This formula is for what? One molecule. Now, the same U term, okay, any F value for Avogadro number of molecule means I should have to multiply with what? Avogadro number. Any F Na molecules. So what I can write? Na F half kT. Clear? Now, NEF Na molecules means this can be also be treated as Na molecules is nothing but what? 1 mole. Correct, no? Or I can write it as what? For 1 mole. Value will be this much. No. Understood? So what value we got? NAF half kT. Okay. Clear? Now, Na into K is nothing but what? We know that K R N. K is equal to R by N. Na into K. Na into K is nothing but what? R. So what I can write this one? U for any F. Okay. And it is for 1 mole. Mole is different. Molecule is different. Okay. U for any F value for 1 mole. We can write the equation as Na into K is nothing but what? R. Na into K is nothing but what? R. So Na into K is R. R times of Ft by 2. Okay. In books you have half FRT like that they will be giving. Clear? Or F into 1 by 2 RT in that manner. So FRT divided by 2. Okay. Very important relation. Keep it inside the box. F by 2 RT or RFT divided by 2. Okay. And this is also very important equation where we are going to get about this one. U is equal to NAF half KT. This is also important equation. So you should have to remember both the equations. Clear? Now we are going to derive specific heat capacities for monatomic gas, for diatomic gas, for triatomic linear, triatomic nonlinear, these all cases. Clear? Shall I erase this part completely? Totally? Okay. So, now, specific heat capacities. Specific heat capacities. So first one, for monoatomic gas. Okay. Now for monoatomic gas, what is the value? What is the value for monoatomic gas? For monoatomic gas, value F is nothing but what? 3. Okay. If we want to calculate average energy, means average energy value is nothing but what? F times of half kT. Okay. F times of half kT. So F value is 3 by 2 kT. 3 by 2 kT. Okay. Now, what is the value for energy, total energy value? This is only for which molecule? One molecule value is this much. Average energy for each molecule. But this very formula what I had written here now, U is equal to what was our formula? NAF half kT. Okay, or NF half kT. Okay, this is for basically 1 mole. This is for 1 molecule. Okay, average energy for 1 molecule, average energy for 1 mole. That means total energy for 1 in 1 mole it is. Okay, so just substitute N value is 3. NF half kT. F value will be 3. Correct now? Keep N as it is. F value is 3. 1 by 2. K value. K is nothing but what? R by N. So N will get cancelled over here. T is nothing but what? Temperature. So what value you are going to get? A 3 by 2 RT. 3 by 2 RT. Clear? Okay. Now next one. So next one we are going to calculate what is CV value as well as what is CP value. So CV value, always remember, that is nothing but a rate of change of temperature for internal energy. Rate of change of internal energy. So CV value is equal to what? Du divided by dt. So here you are having U value. If you differentiate with this means you are going to get a 3 by 2 times of R. Okay, T value will be vanishing. Okay. Now next one. CP value I should have to calculate. Clear? So CP value how to calculate now? Come on. CV is nothing but 3 by 2 times of R. CP minus CV is equal to R from Mayer's relation, or CP is equal to R plus CV. R plus CV value is how much? 3 by 2 times of R. So if we solve out this one, means what we are going to get? A 3R plus 2R plus 3R divided by 2. 2R plus 3R is 5R. 5R divided by 2. Clear? 5R divided by what? 2. This is nothing but what? CP value. Now gamma value, how you can calculate gamma? CP by CV. Okay, CP value is nothing but 5R by 2. 5R divided by 2 whole divided by CV value is how much? CV value, come on, 3R by 2. 3R by 2. 2 R will get cancelled. Value you are going to get what? 5 by 3. Clear? Okay. Now will you calculate for diatomic gas? Same steps. Average energy, total energy, CP, CV, CP, gamma. Okay. Okay. In case of diatomic gas, so second one, for diatomic gas molecule, degree of freedom value will be 5. Clear? So what is the average energy formula? Average energy is nothing but F half kT. F is nothing but 5, half as it is, kT as it is. Okay, total energy formula U is nothing but NAF half kT. NA value keep it as it is. F value substitute, value is 5, half is as it is. K is nothing but R by NA. T value is T. NA will get cancelled. 5 by 2 RT. This is nothing but what? Du. Clear? Next, CV is nothing but what? Du by dt. CV is nothing but du by dt. So CV value what you are going to get? A 5 by 2 times of R. 5 by 2 times of R. This is nothing but CV. CP is nothing but what? CV plus R. 5R by 2 plus R means you are going to get a 7R by 2 gamma value will be equal to 7r by 2 whole divided by 5r by 2. 2r will get cancelled. Gamma value will be 7 by 3. Clear? This gamma value is nothing but what? 7 divided by 5. Okay. Clear? Understanding or not? Okay, you should have to practice a lot, then only you can become perfect in this. Okay. Shall we go to next point? Next one, we are having triatomic gas, okay, non-linear model as well as what? A linear model. Shall I erase this part? Okay, now. So third one, triatomic gas. Triatomic gas. So formula for degree of freedom for triatomic gas. This is a linear model. Let us consider. Okay. Linear means in triatomic gas, linear model. Remember, degree of freedom value will be equal to 7. Okay. F value will be equal to what? 7. Okay. Now start. Average energy is nothing but what? F by 2 half kT. Sorry, F by 2 kT. F value is 7 by 2 kT. U value is nothing but what? Total energy NAF half kT for 1 mole. Na value as it is Na. F value is 7 half as it is. K value R by Na. T value as it is. So Na will get cancelled. Value you are going to remain with the 7 by 2 RT. 7 by 2 times of RT. Clear? CV value, can you tell me directly? Du by dt, how much you are going to get? This value will be 7R by 2. Clear? 7R divided by 2. Cp values. Cv plus R. 7R by 2 plus R means 9R by 2. So gamma value. Cp by Cv, you are going to get 9 by 7. Clear? 9 divided by 7. Okay. Clear? Now, for non-linear manner, degree of freedom value will be equal to 6. Okay. Yes, for non-linear manner, how you can calculate? Come on, can you tell me? Triatomic non-linear F value equal to what? 6. How we can calculate? I am giving you time for 30 seconds. Try to calculate. Okay, triatomic gas non-linear F value will be equal to 6. So U value will be F half kT. F value is 6. Half value half kT value kT. 2 1s are 2 3s are 3 kT. Total energy value for 1 mole value will be how much? NAF half kT BT. NAF half kT basically. Substitute the values. Na value Nu. F value 6, half value half, K is nothing but R by Na, T value T, Na will get cancelled, 2 1s are 2 3s are, value will be 3 times of RT. Okay, Now CV value, how we can calculate? Du by dtt value will be 3R. Okay. Next Cp is nothing but Cv plus R, because Cp minus Cv is nothing but R. Cp value is equal to Cv plus R. Cv value we got 3R, 3R plus R is nothing but 4R. Cp value, so gamma is equal to 4R by 3. Sorry, Cv value 3R, so value will be 4 by 3. Clear? So this is for triatomic gas, non-linear triatomic gas. Completed? Understood? Okay. Now listen. So we are just going to revise the formulas now. Okay. So we know that Cv value is nothing but what? Fr by 2. Okay. Cp minus Cv is equal to R, or Cp is equal to R plus Cv. From Cv, if you substitute here, means R plus Fr by 2. So value will be how much? 2R plus Fr by 2. 2R plus Fr by 2, or you can write it as what? R, if you take common, means you can write inside the bracket 2 plus F whole divided by 2, or R inside the bracket F by 2 plus 1. 2 by 2 is nothing but 1, F by 2 as it is. Clear? And gamma ratio of specific heat capacities value is nothing but a Cp by Cv. Okay, gamma is equal to Cp by Cv. And again, which formula we had discussed? Average energy formula for 1 molecule, for 1 mole also. Okay. So average energy value U is equal to, for 1 molecule, any degree of freedom, any F means we can write it as what? F times of half kBT. Okay. And we can write it for U for 1 mole means any F value. We can write it as what? Come on. 1 molecule, this means Na molecules factor should be multiplied with Na. NAF half kT. NAF half kT. Okay. And the Cp by Cv values, if you substitute over here, means what you are going to get? Cp value is this one. R inside the bracket. F by 2 plus 1. whole divided by Cv value is nothing but Fr by 2. So R will get cancelled. Factor you are going to remain with this 2, and this LCM if you take, means this will become out 2. This 2 will get cancelled. R got cancelled. F plus 2 divided by F means value will be 1 plus 2 by F. Yeah, gamma value. So these many formulas we had discussed. So try to revise all the formulas, okay, all the things carefully, and come for the next class, okay. All the formulas you should have to write number of times, okay. Minimum 10 to 15 times you have to practice each and every formula, then only you can remember. So what do we known as mean free path? Mean free path. Yes, what do you mean by mean free path? Mean free path is nothing but what? Average distance traveled by a molecule within succeeding collisions. Okay, that is nothing but what? A mean free path. So complete discussion about mean free path. We are going to derive expression for mean free path, and what do we mean by mean free path, diagram, how it goes, all the things we will be discussing in our next class. Clear? So until that, what is your work means you should have to practice a lot. Okay, practice more and come for the classes, otherwise you won't understand the classes. Clear? Practice number of times, each and every formula you should have to practice number of times, then only you can achieve something. Clear? So keep studying. Thank you.